Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, I'm speaking to a Canadian artist who has done fabulously well on the Country Thunder charts, both the international chart and the North American chart. In fact, he spent 4 weeks at the number one spot with his last single, Sun, on the international charts, and he is still on the North American Country Thunder 20 charts with his song Sun. He's now just brought out on Monday, the 26th of this month. He's just brought out a brand new song. It's called Never Drinking Again. So today, Dax Chats with Shawn McCullough. And here he is. G'day, Shawn. How are you, bud?
Doing great, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. Tell me, how are things going for you? With Sun, we had some great success on the Country Thunder network charts, and you're in high rotation for a very, very long time. It's great to see the Country Thunder gear on there over there. That's looking good.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, how was it for you with the success of Sun on the Country Thunder network?
It was actually pretty amazing because, as you know, we released in March of this year, just before the lockdown happened everywhere, and so I kind of got a little down for a while, and things started picking up with radio, and you guys spun the heck out of it, and I was so blown away. I mean, it was just like this really cool thing to wake up on a Friday morning and see my song in the Country Thunder 20, and then to actually make it to number one for 4 weeks. That was amazing, and I really appreciate the spinnings, man.
Well, we got to associate that to all your adoring fans, because it is a fan voted chart, and they came out in droves to get you to that number one spot for those 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky guy. I mean, and you accumulate people through music. As you know, it's one of those things, you meet people through music that touch your life, and to have people actually buying my music and requesting it and voting, it blows my mind. It's an awesome feeling.
Absolutely. Now, you do have a new single. Hold on a second. I have something over here. And I just thought I'd bring this along. I'm just one of these people that, when I hear a song that touches me, I have to figure it out. And like, I don't know the words yet. I know some of them, but then, it's just like, you have this new song. I'm not going to say what the title is just yet, but it sort of sounds something like this. Put it mildly, must have been a hell of a night.
Awesome. That's cool.
Well, that's all I'm going to do. But
hey, I know that guy.
You know that guy, right? Well, it's a brand new single from
a guy. I think I recognize.
It's a brand new single from a guy named Shawn McCullough. I think you might know him. It's called.
I hear he's handsome. That's it.
It's called Never Drinking Again. Talk us through the brand new song, my friend.
Oh man, thank you. That's the other ultimate compliment when someone plays your music. There you go.
How's that? That's so cool. I mean, it took me all of like 5 minutes to work it out this morning before we set up this interview.
That's like when I wrote it. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
No worries. It actually took me longer to figure out Sun, but I like that one too.
Oh, awesome. Well, you try to write songs that people can remember the lyrics to. And, I'm a songwriter buff. I love a lot of the deep songs and stuff, but when you're getting stuff out the radio, it's nice to be able to write something that people can relate to. And that was one that I actually wrote a few years back when we were on a all-inclusive trip to Cuba. And that's one of those things you don't put Shawn and all inclusive into the same sentence because I get myself in trouble. So I was not feeling so well. So I spent a couple of days in the room, and that's what I come up with. And honestly, it took me about 20 minutes to write it, but I just kept, jamming it and honing it till I got it right, and then sprung it on the crew we were vacationing with, and it was cool. And I mean, rest is history. We're now set in the radio. So
yeah, so basically you wrote both of these songs that have been on radio on this trip into Cuba. So I remember when you said
yeah, the one was in Dominican.
Oh, the Dominican Republic. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, Sun was Dominican, and Never Drinking Again was Cuba. So I mean, I want to write something in every country. So let's see if we can do that.
So you coming to what are you gonna write when you come to China? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. We're gonna have to write one together, I think, when I come to China.
Absolutely.
We'll co-write.
I'm all for that. So talk us through the brand new song. Obviously, it's a party song. It's like, oh my God, I've woken up in the strangest place. I've got stuff all over my face. I don't know where man, I'm never drinking again.
Well, it basically is one of those songs that when I wrote it, I had in mind how back in my teens, we were getting alcohol before we were old enough to get alcohol, and how bad you felt. And some of the times you'd wake up and not really realize, like you say, where you are and what happened. And it was just one of those trips that, a bunch of us 40-some-year-olds go on, and it was like we recaptured our youth. So I'm like, we have ample information to write down about. So some of the shenanigans that goes on in our circle of friends, and we all have that group of friends, right? That you get into a little bit of mischief with, and that's basically it.
I tell you what, one thing I've noticed about both of these songs is that they are so descriptive. Like, like you've got a line in there, and I sure don't recognize those ceiling tiles. Like, who would write that? I mean, it's very descriptive, and it was just brilliant. I was like, yeah, made me look up at my own tiles.
I know there's been so many times in my life where it's even when I was a little kid, I remember staying over at friends' houses, and you'd wake up middle of the night and you're like, I got to go to the bathroom, but I don't know what house I'm in, like it's just one of those things. But I learned a lot, like I know people find it funny, the line about what is it? Find my pants. Like if by some small miracle, I find my pants. Yeah. And actually, Jason McCoy was one of the guys, and among two or three, my brother-in-law Craig was another great songwriter, and they both said, don't be afraid to write a line that shocks somebody into listening. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you try to, and then comes the challenge of, okay, I got to try to rhyme this with something else. So and you're thinking, okay. Hell of a night, and what can I rhyme night with? Well, tile is close, so let's throw that in there. But it's one of those things. I mean, with songwriting, I'm forever trying to hone the song down, and even sometimes after I, to make it fit better, and sometimes even after I record it, I go, man, maybe I should have changed that word to that, but it's there.
So you've debuted on the Country Thunder North American chart at number 3 this week. Very good. Again, cool. Your people have stepped up, and but it's a lot more competitive now because there's a lot more people from Canada actually involved in that chart now, and so they better get on it real hard, because I know there's some big hitters out there right now.
Oh, there is. Oh man, it's the competition, and I don't like to view it as competition so much, but it's a healthy competition. It's nice. It gets your shoulders up and ready to rock, and I better make my social media presence today. Make sure everybody knows to tune in and watch the Country Thunder Dax Chats and stuff. I always try to make sure I support them all and keep the ball rolling. It's an interesting year to be putting stuff out on radio too. As you know, it's it's a gamble. Every time you spend $1 towards recording, you're going, I hope I recoup that. And I hope, in the very least, I hope it gets me, climbing a little bit more. And each and every time it seems to be working. And I think that boils down to the team I'm working with as well in the studio and who are all bandmates of mine, basically, which is kind of cool. And, we call ourselves the boys band of idiots.
Band of idiots.
We can be serious and record us 2 songs in a day, and then we can go and we can be idiots for a while and not talk about music. You know what I mean? And so it's a cool relationship to have.
So recently you've had a couple of operations on carpet tunnel, and you've had all your wrists operated on. How's the healing process of that going? And when are people likely to see you back in action, mate?
Well, okay. I was supposed to have them done back in March. They've been bugging me for a while with the getting the numbness in the fingers and stuff. And it got to the point where I couldn't get through a whole song. The fingers on my right hand, my picking hand would be index, thumb, middle, and ring finger would be all numb by the end of a song, finger picking song. So it was getting down to the wire, but things opened up a bit, so we could do the minor surgeries in Canada again. And so September 2nd, I went in and got my right wrist done. And it's doing fantastic. It's ready to rock, so to speak. And my left hand, I got done exactly a month later on October 2nd. And so we're 3 weeks into healing now and going on a month, I guess, 3.5 weeks. And it's coming, but I find I've lost like 15 years worth of calluses in a month on my cord hand, and you wouldn't actually realize how much you depend on callus for strength when you're doing chords. And I'm really realizing it now, and I'm like, you know what? I figure by December, if I go hard, not hard at it, but just slowly work up with a few songs a day, I'll be back in the saddle by December. I don't want to rush it. The doctor says don't rush. You'll know if you're doing too much because your wrist will hurt. So I have some days like that. You're trying to get regular crap done. I almost said the other word. Trying to get regular crap done, like closing the pool on a snowy day. So you got to do a little bit with it. But I'm excited. I've actually been stir crazy, not playing, and I've had a few guys that help me do gigs by playing guitar for me, and like Jeff Callery and Henry Norwood and local lads, and they're fantastic. Actually, Jeff's got some music coming out that you should check out. So once he gets that finished, we'll send it on over.
Oh, please do. So I believe that you went and bought some Country Thunder merch, which you are fashioning for us this evening. And I believe you bought your partner some. Is your partner going to come and fashion some for us?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. Carly, can you come out here and say hello to the fine folks on the internet land here?
Oh, look
She's got her
look at that.
Country Thunder. Can you see it?
Well, I can see it. That is awesome. Thank you very much for your support, guys. That means a world to me. That's brilliant.
No.
And
likewise, brother. Thank you for all the support. They're fantastic. They're warm. They're nice. They're
very comfy.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the first time I've seen them on public, and they actually look really good. I was really worried that what are they going to look like when they come out, but they are beautiful. Love them. Thank you very much.
If I could have got my hands on a mannequin, I would have put one on a mannequin just to mess with you.
I mean, it's funny, like, you know, I've put some of the promo pictures out of, you know, models wearing them, and it's like the models never wore them. It's just been, you know, it was just, you know,
Photoshopped on.
the logo's just been superimposed onto them. I'm like, they're just like,
Oh man, you just shattered my dream, brother. I thought all those people were really happy to be wearing these sweaters.
I feel less happy now.
Oh, come on. No, I'm glad you
We're
guys are
happy.
happy wearing it.
We're very happy. We're very happy, man.
And we're very, very happy to have your brand new song, Never Drinking Again, playing on the Country Thunder Network. And again, it's doing fabulous. It's in high rotation already. Hopefully it'll get into high rotation again this week on the hopefully on the international charts. We'll see how the numbers go, but doing well. And thank you very much for all your love, support, kindness, everything that you give me. I mean, your friendship is, as I said, you're a legend.
Back at you, buddy.
Sure.
He's gonna give us a tune.
I was just thinking, and if by some small miracle I find my pants, I swear I'm never drinking again.
Awesome.
You wrote one just like that.
Really? Did he? Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. I thought that was.
You could have a hit there, man.
Very good.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time. It's been a wonderful time to talk to you, and I wish you all the success with the brand new single and whatever's to come. I mean, you know, let's look forward to 2021. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Let's get out of 2020 for sure.
Thank you so much for your support, man. And it means the world to us Canucks over here.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Shawn McCullough. His brand new song is playing on the Country Thunder Network. It's called Never Drinking Again. You can go to our website, which is right there, countrythunder.com.au, and you can request a song from the player directly, or you can vote for it in the Country Thunder 20. The voting form is at the top of the page. You can also go to major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and what have you, and you can stream it straight from there. It has gone to Canadian radio. It is on the Country Thunder Network. It is fantastic. So get in and check it out now. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fab APC, for coming on board. Thank you very much for that. And as always, we are proudly presented by Neon Horse in Stanhope, Victoria. My name's DJ Dax. This has been Dax Chats. And until next time, bye for now.